Hey everybody, it's Nicole Lewis-Keeber with Nicole Lewis-Keeber Coaching. I can see the glare in my glasses. Oh well. I'm going to share this to my personal page and my group really quickly. So just give me a moment. And thank you for your patience as I take what's available to me here and share it, because I'd like to have some conversation in more than one place, because this is an important topic that I want to talk about here really quickly. So just give me a 1 second to share to a page, and thank you for your patience. And let's see what happens here. Okay. All right, thank you. Thank you for giving me a minute. All right, so I see that we're live, and they're letting people know I'm here, that I'm live. So I'm going to go ahead and get started, because I actually have some other things I need to get to, and I like short lives if possible, because I know you have things you need to do too. So what I want to talk about is it a difficult client, or is it a shadow at play? And so the reason I want to talk about this is this morning, and there's a few other coaches that do similar work to me. It's not the same, but similar work. And so, I'm always following people and checking in. And there's this coach that I've been following this morning who had a pretty long post about how that they didn't want to work with certain type of clients. That they only wanted people with CEO mindsets who were willing to work in their business, that they could support but didn't have to push. And they talked about firing clients, and they gave examples of clients who are reluctant, or maybe they create a little bit of drama in their business, or they don't do what their coach is asking them to do. And all the situations and scenarios that she posted about, I was very familiar with. I'm like, yep, I know why that person's doing that. I know why that person's doing that. And so the thread took on a tone of, I don't want to work with those people, and I fire clients. Well, I guess it's the therapist and social worker in me, but it hurt my heart because I don't like to see people who, maybe they've had a few challenges in their life, maybe they've had some trauma or complicated situations, who are trying to have a business, trying to be entrepreneurs, and might have a little bit more of a rocky road or a bumpy start because they haven't done some of this deeper mindset and personal development work that they need to do, and so their shadow is kind of showing up to the table. Well, it is my own personal opinion and my own personal belief that is workable, and that's not a reason to fire a client. Now, maybe it is for those other people, but it's not for me. So, if someone is having a little bit of a struggle, there's two people here. There's the coach that is, in alignment to help this person figure out the situation so that they can overcome it and, step up into their business. And that requires some mindset work. Well, if someone is having a struggle and they're sabotaging themselves, or maybe they're making excuses, or not doing some of the things that the coach is asking them to do, to me that's not a fireable offense. To me, that is someone who needs some extra support. It is someone who needs to recognize and see that their shadow side, or their saboteur, is showing up, and that it is trying to bring them back to a safe place that feels normal and recognizable. Okay? Now, when you're in business, it's really difficult sometimes to put ourselves out there when you're building a new business without feeling triggered or unsafe, or, a lot of the things that you really kind of never had to deal with begin to pop up, because it's a completely different way of being in the world when you're an entrepreneur, or you're a solopreneur, you're in business for yourself. So it brings up some stuff. But that is not a fireable situation. That is not an unmanageable situation, and it's completely doable with the right type of support, coaching, and help. So I'm putting myself out there by saying, I'm willing to work with difficult clients. I don't fire clients unless it is a mutual decision, which has never happened, or if it becomes a situation where it feels unethical or maybe even abusive. But again, that has not happened. So Do I want to work harder than my clients? No. Am I willing to see that when they're struggling with something, that their saboteur has stepped up to the plate and that I can talk to that part of them to get them back on track and partner with that shadow so that they can step up into their brilliance and do something kick-ass in their business? You better bet that that is who I am and that is what I do for my clients. Because sometimes it's not just about coaching and it ain't about therapy. It is about somewhere in the middle for someone who is struggling to feel worthy. Someone who is struggling to put a price tag on their brilliance and what they can bring to the world. Someone maybe who has a lack of trust and is having to cultivate that while building a business at the same time. Those people are not fireable clients. They're not non-CEO clients either. They're not clients who don't want to make money and can't be successful. They just have maybe an extra challenge or two, or maybe a few new bumps in the road that are going to come up because they're doing something pretty awesome by stepping into a business and doing something different. That's all it is. So if you have been let down by a coach who fired you, didn't understand you, and you know that you are willing to do the work, and that you know you're willing to step into an uncomfortable place in order to have the financial freedom and independence that you want. If you want someone who's going to meet you where you're at and not fire you or shame you for not doing your homework exactly to the letter, and call you a not rock star client or not CEO material, that's bullshit. So I'm here to tell you that I'm your coach. I get it. I see you. I got you. And we can get you through this so that you can make the money you want and have the financial freedom that you deserve and have a kick-ass business and feel secure and safe in it. And you might actually even make friends with that little saboteur shadow of yours too. It is very possible. So if you want to master your mindset, heal your heart, empower your future, and make some damn money, I'm your girl. So this is Nicole Lewis-Keeber with Nicole Lewis-Keeber Coaching. I got you. I got you. Reach out to me. Let's do some work together, and let's get you where you want to go.